All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, push to this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahawashi's return, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash. And this is going to be a reaction, or more so you can say a response video to the one of the most dumbest, one of the most stupidest statements I've ever heard since I've been in the truth. So now you got niggas saying that Moses fell out the truth, even though the Holy Scriptures clearly tells you that Moses died being a faithful man in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, niggas with big, black, ashy, crusty ass feet, talking about Moses fell out the truth. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. When you read Hebrews, the 11th chapter, it gives you an account on Moses. Okay, just because Moses never made it to the promised land does not mean he fell out the truth. And furthermore, you niggas don't know what it means to fall out the truth. Okay, well, let me explain to you what it means to fall out the truth. To fall out the truth means to stop doing the work. Okay, you stop doing videos, you stop going out on the highways and hedges, you stop feeding the Lord's sheep. Okay, and ultimately you go back in the world and you go back to doing what you used to do before you woke up to the truth. You go back to pursuing your dreams because you've been rocked back asleep. Okay? And there's no account written in the Holy Scriptures that says that Moses has stopped serving Yahawah Yahawashi. So to fall out the truth means that you stop serving Yahawah Yahawashi. That's ultimately what it means. It means you took your hand off your plow, you turned your back on the Lord. Ultimately, you stop believing in Yahawah and his only begotten son, Yahawashi. That's what it means to fall out the truth. So, I mean, what is you talking about? Moses fell out the truth when he died a servant of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He died a faithful servant of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Oh, and a matter of fact, when you go to the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter, it says, right, blessed are they which die in the Lord from henceforth, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. Okay? Second of all, okay, Moses did not make it to the promised land because he did not glorify or give credit to the Heavenly Father for making water come out the flint of a rock. Okay? Our people got on his nerves so bad to the point to where he said, to where when he hit the rock and water came out, he was like, here, damn, stop complaining. Okay? You know, I did this. Okay, he didn't glorify Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, who gave him the power to do those things. So you can't just say that Moses fell out the truth because he never made it to the promised land. Okay, here it is, the elect around the world, which have been woken up to the truth. We have not made it to the promised land yet. I mean, Salakia, my apologies. I'm not saying I'm of the elect. I hope I'm of the elect. But okay, you know, that's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we hope that we are counted worthy to stand before Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay, but here it is. We haven't even made it to the promised land yet. You mean telling me that the hopeful elect fell out the truth? Okay, what about the men who died in this generation, believing in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi? Okay, Abba Bivens, King Masha, they died not having made it to the promised land. Priest Bon Lawyer, okay, he died not having made it to the promised land. What about the brother down in Trinidad who got stabbed up by a bunch of niggas? Okay, and he died. He didn't make it to the promised land. You mean telling me these men fell out the truth? So all you niggas who's coming with these false and wayward doctrines, you got a lot of explaining to do when the time of judgment comes. Because like Yahawashi said, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Shalom.